All right, hello. Welcome back to Soggy Pancakes Podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Nathan, and actually, I am the only host today. We have a special guest, and if you hear the bird in the background, the birds are here recording with me. But yes, this is episode 29. Welcome back this week. Wilson will officially be back next week, but I will be leaving that week, so we're gonna have a bye-week little break. I said bye week, kind of like sports. But anyways, have a break week, and then we're probably gonna have one after that. The bird, if you hear the bird chirping in the back, how you doing? Well, make sure to go check out soggypancakes.com. Get all your soggy pancakes needs. All right, roll the intro. All right, I am now here with my special guest. Would you like to introduce yourself? Go ahead.
Hi, I'm Brad McAfee.
Dude, how you doing, Brad?
Good.
Good? How's your day so far?
Pretty good. I woke up at 7:30 a.m. and getting ready for a day on the podcast, you know?
Yeah, so it's like day in the life. You're pretty hyped last night when I was like, hey, you coming on the podcast?
Yeah, and I was like, yes, sir.
He wants to. He's been waiting. He wants to. And you got some stories, because you're kind of like an outside guy.
Yeah.
You do a lot outside.
Outdoorsman.
Like fishing,
Mm-hmm.
animals, big on that. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But I've been having soccer practice every morning. Speaking of outdoor stuff, and they've been 2.5-hour practices for high school. They have been pretty tiring. Because I had actually on Tuesday, we had Tuesday, I practiced there Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So the 2.5 hours, I probably played 4 hours on Tuesday, and then I played 2 hours on Wednesday, and then 2.5 today, which is Thursday. And so that's a lot of soccer. That's all I'm gonna say. So I'm tired out, and I also went on a 5-mile hike yesterday too. So
Dang.
my legs are feeling it. That's for sure. But yeah. So just going a little bit about yourself. How do I know you? Some hobbies about yourself. Just get the audience kind of knowing who you are a little bit.
Yeah. Well, I know Nathan. Well, I actually really know his brother. Our families really know each other very well. Been friends for a long time. But me and his brother Blake were good friends, so that's how I really know Nathan. I have a few hobbies. I'm an outdoors guy, like you said. I do a lot of fishing. And I'm on a bowling league. I do bowling. Yeah.
Yeah.
About it.
Speaking of bowling, you were over here the other day, and we were doing Wii bowling.
Yeah, that's true.
We broke out the Wii. We haven't touched the Wii in a hot minute.
Yeah.
Actually, I played Mario Kart. It was probably the most recent game that I've played was Mario Kart. But we broke out Wii Sports Resort, played some 100-pin bowling.
Oh, let's get started on that, Hal.
Well, I played it.
Yeah, you wouldn't let me play. I kept asking. I was like, hey, let me play. No.
Well, see, I was trying to break the
Your mom's
Wii record. Apparently, my mom holds the Wii bowling record. What was it?
2,403.
2,403. Yeah. And I tried. and for 100-pin bowling with 10 rounds, like
10 frames.
10, yeah, whatever, frames. Bowling nerd, sorry. It's like a lot. It's a lot. You have to get like 5 strikes in a row or something for those points.
5 bagger.
And I got 2,200, I think was probably my high, right?
Yeah, I
It's
believe so.
2,200. So I was 200 points away. And that's basically, isn't that probably like 1 strike difference? Maybe?
Probably like 2.
2 strikes?
Yeah,
Maybe I just
but-
needed 2 random strikes put in there somewhere.
Yeah, but let's talk about how you decided to measure your shots.
Oh, that's right. So I was going very, very try hard, you could say, on Wii bowling. I wanted to beat that record. I have no idea how my mom has a record for Wii bowling with her 100 pin. And so like I would you get those split shots,
Yeah.
right? Where you have that one pin that's kind of up in the front and you got one off to the side. What you
Yeah.
do, I went all the way to one side and then I angled it in.
Like you can zoom in.
You zoom in and then you angle it.
And
what I
then-
did is I used the TV remote
He walked up to the TV.
to line up the shot.
Crazy.
Because the line doesn't quite go all the way to the pins, and so I just wanted to get it. And there's a few times that I got it, but it didn't really work 100%.
Also, because when you're throwing the thing, the ball doesn't always go straight. It can curve, you know.
It can, yeah. I try to keep it as straight as possible, but it always comes down to like one tick.
Yep.
Like if you go one to the left, one to the right, you'll either make it or miss it. Like
Yep.
it comes down to that.
It's crazy.
So
Funny though.
yeah, Wii bowling, and also Wii bowling. I think it'd be funny to do like a live stream with like just playing Wii bowling.
And that's what I
Which was-
suggested.
Yeah, you mentioned. And I thought it'd be a good idea.
You could do the $10,000 like dear Tiny.
Yeah, give someone $10,000. Me giving someone $10,000.
No, not you, but you could do like a $5 win or
$5.
something.
Yeah, $5.
Yeah.
I could probably do like a $50 buy
Yeah.
pot or something like that for like. But how would people play?
No, you would take a bunch of people to your house, you know, and
Oh, friends.
yeah,
Do Wii
and you
bowling
do
tournament.
and then you like you would
Gotcha.
do different rounds because you can only have max up to 4 people playing.
Yeah.
So you would do those 4 people, and then you
You
would get a
just have
second
brackets,
group, and then you
basically.
would keep going
Yeah.
in until it's a 1v1, and then whoever
Comes
wins
down
gets
to
the
that,
money, you know.
$50. Wow.
Whoever, I bet somebody out of that would probably beat your mom's record. Maybe not you.
I don't know, dude. Beating that record, you have to be like a strikes, 5 strikes in a row.
I mean,
I think
I've done that before.
I
Well, in
think
real life.
I got 5 strikes in a row.
No, you got 5 strikes.
No, I did.
9 in a row.
No, I did.
You got 3. I
did.
remember. And
no,
then
I
you,
got 5. I'm sure of that.
I must have not been there. For
5.
one.
5 was a big achievement. I was like, dude, I got 5 in a row, and
Yeah.
that's the one that I got 2,200 on.
Oh yeah. Now I remember.
Yeah.
That was at the end because you got the blackout.
You know what's
plus the
funny?
2 before.
My arm was sore the next day. How long was I playing for?
I came over at like 7:30 a.m.
Well, yeah, I was.
and Blake's like, oh, he's up. Might as well go get him.
and
I
then
go up to
wasn't,
get you.
and then you woke me up.
That's
play
not my
Wii
fault.
Sport
Blake
bowling.
told me you were up. So, and
you
then
guys
it
wanted
was
to
like
smoke.
to like 11:30 a.m. And then I don't know.
That's right.
Crazy.
It was probably an hour of bowling, and like because I went so tired, I would run up and I would whip that remote as fast as I can. Because
You hit the fan one time.
Sort of. I tapped the fan. It didn't break it.
Yeah, well, of
I
course
just
not.
tapped it a little bit. Not as bad as when you broke our TV, kiddo.
Oh shush! We're not talking about that time.
Playing Beat
it's,
Saber.
It's Blake's fault, man. He should have stopped me. He didn't. He just like kept
Yeah.
making me walk.
Because we have a PS4 VR. Was it Super Hot or was it
I don't know.
Beat Saber?
It was Beat Saber.
Was it Beat
no, wait,
Saber?
no, it was that like the gun.
The Super Hot?
Yeah.
It probably was. And so you just like because.
My mom
You know,
was so
TV
upset
was-
about that, and she's like, "I'm gonna listen to this podcast, Brad. You better be prepared. You're gonna get exposed."
No, it's okay though. It's not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
But it
Yeah,
we
I
got
wasn't-
a
I
better
wasn't very
TV
happy
out of
about it.
We got a better TV. It's an upgrade, you know. It wasn't bad.
it broke it, my guy.
It broke, but it was a better one than the one that we
Man,
had. So.
I've already broken like so many windows with a corn on a cob
I
before, my
remember
guy.
that.
Remember?
You did throw a corn of the cob through the window, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how that. But you know, I mean, it's my bowling hand. I mean, I can chuck that thing, man.
Yeah. Yeah, right, you do.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, you have some funny stories,
Yeah.
don't you? If you were brainstorming, you mentioned one to me when we were on a live stream on TikTok. I know
Oh, I know which one.
there's a few people on the live that listen to the podcast.
Cool.
So you may have heard this, but you got a little sneak peek. All right, Brad, take it away.
All right. So it was 2013, 2014.
Okay.
I was at my mom's school, and I really wanted to take my mom's friend's snake home.
Just to clarify, your mom teached at that school.
Yes.
That's why you said your mom's school. Your mom doesn't own the school. Just to clarify.
No.
For the story. Just to
Okay,
clarify.
okay,
Go ahead.
okay.
Go on.
Yeah, and at the school she works at,
Yes.
So I asked my mom's friend if we could take the snake home. She had like her room is like the science room. She has so many reptiles, all that cool stuff. I asked her if I could take her ball python home for the summer. Right. It took some convincing of my mom to convince my mom, and I did it finally. And well, we got the snake, so we bring it home in its container and stuff, you know.
Okay. So they just have snakes in your elementary school? They just got snakes?
I went to another elementary school. Man, this kid brought in, like, to have as a school pet 2 leopard geckos, and then our teacher bought a bunny.
As like school pets, they just live at the school.
And then the funny thing is,
That's so
outside
much
they have
responsibility.
2 chickens and 2 bunnies that just roam the like schoolyard. It's I swear it's so crazy. And then they have a huge pond. They did like trips you would go down. You would go swim in it and you would go like explore. It was so crazy. It was such a cool school, but like,
yeah,
it was so funny though. But we should probably get back to the story.
Chickens roaming around the school.
Yeah, but they would be so nice. One was like Pearl, and the other one was like Naughty. I guess they named them because she
Pearl
kept
and
pecking everybody.
Okay.
And then you every so if you lived so they were houses basically, and they were split in half, and you would have 2 like grades, like 2 teachers per grade, like on each floor. So like the bottom floor was 3rd, and at the time I was in 4th, so the top would be 4th, and our classroom, of course, we got the animals, so you know.
Cool.
But yeah, and then you would get tasks, and like each grade would I can't even say it. Each grade level would take care of them.
Would take care of an animal.
Well, yeah, would get assigned.
Okay,
yeah,
gotcha. Go on.
and it was fun. So
Okay.
Yeah.
So you took home this snake.
yeah,
And this was a python.
a ball python.
Okay.
I guess I'm just
so it was
nerdy.
pretty big, I guess, huh?
No, actually, it
No, it
wasn't.
wasn't? I think
It was a
python's
pet
being
store one
masked.
because see the ones in the pet stores, they don't get very big because you know they're not wild or whatever. Or like if
That's
you go down
probably
to
for the
Florida,
better.
if you go down to Florida, you'll see them. They're like 15 foot long or something. You know.
Yeah,
Crazy.
pet snakes don't really bother me, but if I'm seeing any snake, in the wild, and like people
That brings me to a good point.
people always say, "Oh, red and yellow" or whatever. When red and yellow, I don't know. Okay. Well, whenever they say like the poisonous snakes, they're always like, red and yellow meat, it's poisonous, or black and yellow meat, it's poisonous. Yeah, have you never heard of that?
No,
It's like determining what snake is what.
that brings me to 2 good stories.
Okay, let me finish. It's like, first of all, I am not getting close enough to that snake
Definitely.
to determine what colors are on it. I am seeing that snake and going the opposite direction.
That would not be me.
The problem is like, snakes aren't really that fast on land, but in water,
Man, they
that
fast, bro.
scares
They
me.
fast.
In water, they scare me. You're in the water,
Man.
and typically snakes aren't in crystal clear water either. Like, they're in a dirty pond or like a river that you can't see the bottom, right?
Yeah, I've swam with like water snakes, and I never
Yeah.
like the pond. Her pond that I go to, there were snakes, and I was swimming with them, my guy, in like 4 foot of mud.
Scares me because
My God, I can't get out there.
I can't see them. They could just come out of nowhere and bite you, and
How it works, but okay.
it's not how it works. No. What do you mean?
Unless you're trying to grab them or poke them with a stick, they're not gonna bother you really. I mean,
Yeah, maybe
all you gotta
not,
worry
but-
about is in Texas if you sit on one. I mean, it's a giant like diamondback copperhead just sitting there, and you're gonna sit on it. My guy, you're gonna
Well-
be at the hospital in like 2 seconds.
Yeah, I bet there's some things in Texas you just like, oh, there's a rattlesnake. Oh, another one of those. It's classic. They're everywhere. Yeah. Out west. Because when we were in Utah, I didn't see a single rattlesnake.
Nah, I mean,
We saw some few snakes,
many
but we didn't
things.
see rattlesnakes.
so many things are coming up now.
The only snakes that we saw were like water snakes when we were down by like a creek or something.
Yeah.
But we never saw any rattlesnakes up on land. And I think primarily because they live in like holes.
Yeah,
Primarily.
but they'll come out if it's cold. If it's like cold outside, but the sun's beating down, they'll come out and bathe on the rocks. You know, the best time to find them is at night. People go out with flashlights. You'll see them all over the rocks. It's crazy, but it's really dangerous.
Yeah, no, not for me. If I thought it'd be cool to see one, but not get close to it. Just say, hey, I saw one. But we only saw snakes at water levels.
Water snakes or water
snakes.
moccasins. I don't know.
I guess.
I mean, they probably weren't water moccasins.
Aren't water moccasins just?
They are venomous though.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I've caught one before.
Yeah, you would.
I'm sorry, but I mean, we were fishing thing. I mean, there was man. I have so many stories to tell, my guy.
Go ahead, my guy.
My guy.
All right, well, finish the snake.
Yeah, I guess we should probably finish that one before we start.
The snake home. Go ahead.
Okay. Wait, where was I? I think I was at where.
You just brought it home.
Yeah, we brought it home after a long, convincing conversation against my mom. And, of course, about a month goes... I forgot.
I actually think I remember this
A few weeks... Yeah, you probably do. I mean, I took it everywhere with me, to be honest.
Yeah, you did. You rode your bike with it, you were telling me.
Yeah,
man. When you told me you rode it with your bike, I like you holding it with one hand.
He was so mean to me when he was saying. He's like, oh, you're just gonna hold the snake with your hand and go down the hill.
I didn't know how it works. So you're holding the snake with one hand.
I mean, I literally have a video of it. It was wrapped like the snake wraps around your hand, and it was like all the way. It was like all the way on my wrist. My hand was free. Both hands were free, so I held onto it and I rode down my little hill.
If you're doing both hands, bro, and you got the snake in one hand and holding the handlebars, you're just going down the road. Da-dum, da-dum, da-dum.
No, why would that be like that?
Because you're like this. For the snake, it's just like you're grabbing the snake.
I'm not grabbing it. The snake's grabbing me.
That's true. Okay, that's true. For some reason, I thought you just like dangled the snake.
Oh my
with
God.
You.
I'll have to show you the video. And that's not what happened.
Okay.
We should honestly get back to my story, though.
This is part of the story. It's the same snake.
I guess so, yeah.
Go ahead.
So, I mean, well, he already ruined it, but, I rode the bike with the snake. That didn't happen for, like, another, couple weeks. But, alright, so a month goes by. We had the snake, all that great stuff, I took it everywhere. I was young at the time. People did Pokemon trading. I took it in my little Pokemon, I had a box of Pokemon cards, and I took it, I put the snake in the box to my Pokemon trading thing, and my mom didn't know, and I was glad she doesn't, but now she's gonna know. But
now she's gonna know.
Yeah.
I'm glad she doesn't know. Oh, that's too late for that.
Yeah,
It is on the internet.
I was gonna expose myself anyways, probably. But
Pokemon. That's
and
one thing I never.
I took it to like these kids in Macaulay, because you know how my house is like right to cut through.
You say it's like if they make a bad deal with you, you pull the snake.
And I'll be like, yeah, give me that money back.
Give me that, bro.
But I just took them because I was like, well, he doesn't get that much outside time, so I might as well take him, right? So I took him.
I took my snake on a walk today.
Yeah, I took my fish on the walk on TikTok, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Crazy stuff. Yeah, so I just took it, for the fun of it. I mean, that goes by. I mean, a couple interesting things. Mm-hmm. But let's get to the real action of the story.
Okay.
All right? You've already probably heard it. So, one day, right? I was just, I was enjoying life, man. I was enjoying life with the snake.
Uh-huh.
And, I decided to play Xbox with the snake.
So, okay.
Right? Because I felt bad. He probably has no games where he lives.
I don't think he has an Xbox, Brad. I don't think you're going to pull up to some snake's crib. And he's
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Playing some Fortnite. Nah.
Man, Fortnite wasn't even out at the time. It probably was, but I didn't play it.
But he said it was
I had the Xbox 360 at the time.
Oh, jeez. It definitely wasn't out of that
time.
Right,
yeah, I know.
Dude, he had the early release version of Fortnite, bro.
Yeah, man. I know Ryan had to save the world, though.
That's true.
No. Okay, well, back to it, I think. And we decided to play Xbox for a little bit. I'm pretty sure, what did I play? I'm pretty sure I played, what's that? Oh, yeah, Call of Duty? Black Ops 1, I'm pretty sure we were playing.
Oh, man, the Xbox 360.
Dude, bomb game, Mm-hmm. That's so underrated, though. It really was a good game. But anyways, I decided to play that game I think it was at night. No, not at night. My bad. Not at night. And I had a few friends come over. You know, we were all hanging out. About 30 minutes into the game, I realized the snake was not in my hand anymore.
The snake.
So
Slithered away.
I called my mom. She's at work, of course, because it's like a teacher work day. No, but a lot of teachers, they go to the like school or whatnot to like do work. My mom was at school. I called her up and I'd be like, "Hey, Mom, I lost the snake."
Hey, Mom, a small minor problem.
Yeah.
The snake is roaming free around the house.
And, well, see, since I had friends over at the time, right? My mom was like, well, you're going to have to look for him because I don't know what I'm supposed to do. And then she calls up our neighbor that lives across the street, and she's like, tell your kids to get over to my house right now and look for that snake with Brad. And I was just like, okay. Okay, guys, listen, here's the plan. We'll take apart the room one by one. We take, like,
Was the door open?
No, like, it was not, the front door was not open.
Okay,
Nothing
okay.
was, like, open.
And I remember, so it's probably, I think I remember where your Xbox was. It was more open.
Yeah,
It was
so
right
it was
next
in
to
the
front
it's in the
door.
front room. Yeah,
Front room. Yeah,
Yeah, it's with that
And that's
big,
open. It's not really closed off. It's more like kind of like an office space, but it's like open.
Yeah,
Sort
it
of.
has those like big round arches.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's open on two sides.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Go on.
And well, of course, everybody's coming over to my house. Crazy stuff. And we're taking apart the house like maniacs. I mean, Ryan was home too. Everybody was just taking it apart. There was no, like, my mom was mad because she was like, Brad, how do you lose the snake? I didn't tell her until we actually find it, what actually happened. So, right, we're shredding the room. Pillows are flying everywhere. Everybody's like lifting things up, looking. We don't find it. We look for like 2 hours. We can't find it.
Did you look at the entire house?
No, we looked in that room and then we
2
went to the
hours?
next room. And then we gave up. There's no way he could have got anywhere. Okay. My mom comes home. She takes a big look. She gets so mad at me. I get like grounded for like a week or something.
Okay.
But the funny thing is when I get grounded, she just said you can't go outside. And I was like, okay, that's fine. But
more Xbox time.
yeah, exactly. So so like a couple weeks pass by, right? My mom, she's like, she's still worried the snake's alive somewhere in the house.
Or it's
'Cause
just dead, rotting. In a
Yeah, but
corner.
snakes can last a long time without
Yeah.
eating, of course. But they always have to drink. And well, so right, a month goes by. I'm pretty sure it's like beginning of summer. A month goes by.
At that point, you're probably thinking like the snake is gone. I'm probably not gonna see the snake again.
Yeah, I'm probably thinking it got out of the house somehow or
Yeah.
something.
Uh-huh.
But that's not the case, right? So it's like 2 a.m., right?
Yeah.
And my mom, because our dog before she passed, our dog, she was crazy. She would always have to go to the bathroom at like 2 a.m. in the morning, and it's mad annoying if you think about it. But
Yeah.
my mom would always get up. She would do the normal routine. She would let the dog out. She would go to the bathroom or whatever.
Yeah.
And then she would go back to bed.
Okay.
It's 2 a.m. of course. My mom is about to use the bathroom, and then she looks in the toilet. She sees something that looks like poop, right?
Yeah.
Just listen.
Okay.
And she sees something that looks like
Oh, no.
a little turd, right?
No.
So she hears the dog barking, so she goes and gets that, and then she's about to flush the toilet, and when she comes back, there's a little head popping out. And you wonder what that is, right?
I have no idea. What could it be, Brad? What is it?
It's the snake.
It's a snake.
It's the snake looking out
A
of the
month
toilet.
later, it shows up in the toilet.
No.
In the
No,
bottom?
with the water. All the water's
Is
there.
it a water snake?
No, it's a python. Pythons can't hold their breath. I mean, they spend a lot of, well, no, that's anacondas. But, they're going to spend their time. They can hold their breath. The thing turns around. It's like 3:30 a.m. now. And, my mom's trying to wake me up because I was a heavy sleeper at that time. I would go to bed at, 11, and I would wake up at, 5 a.m. at my age. And you could not wake me up. It
5
was just,
a.m. in the morning?
yeah, I used to just
Wow.
always wake up like that. But, I'm older now, and I barely do that. But so it's like 3:30 a.m. My mom is like screaming at me upstairs to get up. And I'm just sitting there like sound asleep, and then like I don't exactly remember, but I'm pretty sure she splashed water on my face to get me up.
Get you up.
Yeah, because I wouldn't wake up. And
the worst time to not be getting up. There's a snake in the toilet.
yeah, so then she got me up finally, and she's like, Brad, there's the snake is here, Brad. What are you doing? Get up and get the snake.
Like one of those dreams, you wake up and you have no idea what's going on, and your mom's just screaming at you saying, "The snake is back after a month." You're probably so like delusional. It's like, what is going on?
No, I mean, I was like, when I woke up, I was like, what are you talking about? I'm pretty sure the snake died a long time ago. And she's like, no, Brad, it's in the toilet. And I'm like, what do you mean it's in the toilet? And I'm like, I'm not sticking my stupid hand in there. That's nasty.
Okay.
And then she's like, you could wear one of our snow globes, which we still have, by the way. I don't know why. It's nasty.
It doesn't snow here.
Yeah, I know. And she's like, well, you're gonna put this on, and you're gonna stick your hand in the toilet and grab him. The man, I stick my hand in, right? The thing freaking like just attacks me. He jumps, like he doesn't jump out of the water, but he goes in and he bites the glove, and then he dives like right down the hole. He goes right back up the hole.
Does a snake typically bite you?
Well, no, like. I mean, because, like, I'm, like, going in at, like, a fast force, so it's, like, it's kind of like he's going to get scared, you know?
Yeah.
Because you don't really want to do that to a snake, but, like, the snake's been in there for a month now. Who knows what it's, like, who knows what it's killed or did, you know? And, well, of course, like, I mean, at the time, we didn't know it would be in the toilet. So, you know, we would all be using the toilet, and nothing was ever wrong. And then we see it pop out of the toilet. So...
Did you grab it when you... Oh, no, it went back down?
Yeah, so it went back down, like, you know how there's, like, a hole, right? And all the stuff goes down, like toilet paper and pee and whatever.
It's the hole in the toilet.
Yeah, so it goes down it and go up the tube
like the hand
thingy.
motions. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And then there's like, it happens like 3 times. It comes back out like 2 minutes later. You know, we give up at that rate. Like, we're like, the 4th time it goes down, we waited 10 minutes. It was gone. It did not come back up. So we were like, well, and then my mom was the one who was like, oh, I'm just going to flush the toilet. Maybe we'll go to the sewer or something. She flushes the toilet and nothing happens. No wonder.
So did you tell your teacher that you had lost a snake?
Oh, yeah. We told her like a month back.
Okay.
Like right when we lost it, we were like, well, see, Brad decided to play Xbox with the snake and lost it.
Okay.
You know?
So she knew about it. It wasn't something new.
Well,
or it wasn't...
She didn't know about it until, like, she was like, what actually happened? Like, I have to tell my friend that you lost the snake. So I was like, well, that's what happened. So, you know, that happens, right? And, you know, another month goes by. School's beginning. We don't see it. And then, you know, my mom's...
So it's been a whole summer?
Actually, wait. I kind of skipped ahead a little bit. But before the month goes by, my mom's like, well, in case it does get out, we're going to block off the bathroom. We're just going to make sure it can't get out. Mm-hmm. She puts flour, like, because you know how if you, like, step on flour, you can see if it's there. Like, if dogs step on it, you can see the flour if it's there. So my mom, she puts a towel under the door, but before she does that, she puts flour on the floor to make sure if it's still in there, that it can get... So
you can see the movement in the flour.
Yeah. Gotcha. So my mom waited. But by the end of the summer, she just thought it was gone. She didn't care. After it was gone, she thought it was gone. She got rid of all that stuff. And then she wakes up back in the middle of the night, you know, she does her normal routine. She lets the dog out, she goes to the bathroom. You know, the crazy thing is she does her business. Then right behind her, the snake's sitting on that little like thing that you can like lift up to like check plumbing.
Yeah.
The thing's sitting, like, right there against the wall. So it's, like, in the crack. And my mom turns around because, like, the toilet paper, like, I don't know. I guess it was, like, the towel. Like, the towel was right behind where she was, like, at. So when she's washing her hands, she realizes there's a little black, long thing just sitting right there. And then she's like, she comes screaming in my room. She would not, like, she remembered yelling at, she said she remembers, like, yelling Brad really loud, like, 5 times to me. And I was not waking up. So, like, on the 6th time she yelled, Brad, wake up. The snake is, like, here still and alive. You know, it's a school night, of course, so I'm not trying to get up. Because, you know, I don't like going to school anyways, but, you know, I still gotta go. So, like, I can't be sleeping in the middle of the class. I mean, my mom's yelling at me. She's like, Brad, the snake's right there. We need to get it now. It's on top of the toilet lid. I was like, why would it be on the top of the toilet? And she's like, well, whatever the thing's called. And I'm like, okay. So I go down. I mean, I don't see it. But at this point, since it was pressed against the wall, now it's like in a defense mechanism. Like, it's curled up, its head is like poking out like it's gonna strike.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Man, I mean, I just put on a glove and I grab it and I just put it in a box. My mom's like, we're putting it in a box. Right tomorrow I'm taking it back to school. She can have it. It's all hers. I don't care. Because we gave back the cage because we thought it was dead. So we have nothing to put it in.
She's like, get this thing out of my house.
Yeah.
Leave.
Yeah.
So how was it alive for that long down in the sewers?
Well,
Yeah.
see, we talked to another friend, the friend with the pond and whatnot. She was like, well, you know, see, apparently in the, what is it called? The toilet. Like, once water goes through the hole, there's a one loop, like there's like one little, I don't know, but like it kind of goes up and then it goes down. But before, right before it goes up, when the water pressure pushes up, there's like, it's all an air pocket up there.
Yeah.
So that's how it breathed. And my mom just assumed it probably ate poop, and I was like, well, what?
Yeah.
But, you know.
It's just survived on poop. It's a poop snake. Yo,
That's probably was not the case. But there's
what else would it eat, though?
I don't know.
I
mean, we flush bugs and fish all the time down the toilet. It must maybe.
Oh, you flush fish down the toilet?
Man, you know the thing, like
What?
if you have a dead fish, you flush it to the
do you
sewer
just
or whatever.
Have a dead fish every month or something
No,
to feed it?
no. But like, you know, we did have a big fish at that time too.
You flush it down that toilet where the snake was?
That thing got like infected with like this white creepy stuff on it all the time.
Oh.
Man, that thing ate goldfish, dude. That thing was honestly like a bass. It felt like I had in my fish tank. Crazy. But let's get back. So we throw it in the box. Well, not throw it. We place it in the box. My mom's like, well, I'm bringing it back to school tomorrow no matter what. And I was like, okay. And I was like, well, you better poke holes in it or else it's going to die. And she's like, I don't care if it dies. I just want it out of my house. And I'm like, well, you know, she's not going to be happy if it's dead. So my mom pokes holes in it, you know, and then we bring it back. And then a few months goes by with the snake back at the school, and she finds out the snake went blind. So the snake is just striking, like she's trying to feed it. The snake is just striking at her, like because the snake's blind now.
Because he was probably down all the poop water, bro.
Shut up. Yeah.
The poop water.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
can't
okay.
see nothing.
Yeah, and then
I guess I wonder if it's like so dark down there, it literally just lost its whole sense of vision. I don't know.
Well,
for months. It was down there for months.
I mean, we found out last year the snake died, but you know it lasted a long time. I mean,
Yeah, if it was back when you were in 5th grade, because you lost it in 4th grade, the summer went by, you were going in the 5th grade, you returned the snake then, right at the end of the summer there, so you're going in the 5th grade, and now you're going into freshman year of high school, so it's been, yeah.
long experience.
It lived.
But I have many more to come.
It lived. Wow.
All right. Well, that was the snake in the toilet story.
Snake in the toilet story.
I mean,
that was very entertaining. I'm not gonna lie. Like I didn't actually see that second part coming. You told me that the snake got lost in the toilet, and then you found it, and but I didn't know that you lost it again, and then a few months later, then you actually.
Well, we didn't actually lose it. It was just like
it went back down.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I got you.
I guess, yeah.
But you didn't catch it, so then it went back down, and it came back up again. I didn't know that. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Well, would you like me to tell another snake story?
I think we got time for one more. Maybe not a snake. Do you have something more than a snake story? I don't know, whichever one's the best.
I have a fish story, like, because I'm a big fisherman and whatnot.
Sure, we can. Quick fish story.
Yeah, quick fish story.
Yeah.
So
You have my attention.
so there's a tournament coming up, a fishing tournament. And I really needed bait, so I caught all the bait that I needed for the tournament, and I was like
Like chub.
no, like live bait.
Yeah, isn't that called what's it called? You catch like fish.
It's called bait fish.
I thought it was called like chubbies or It's chubs or something.
What
I swear
are
it
you
was.
talking about?
I swear it was like little chubbies or something that you like use for bait. Maybe that's a certain type of fish that you catch that are small that you use for bait for bigger fish.
Maybe
Maybe that's a certain type of fish. I don't know, but I've heard it called that before.
Yeah. Okay, so I catch bait, and my mom's like, you can just keep them in the freezer or whatever. And I was like, okay, that's cool. And then my friend mentions to me, well, we should try to get live bait, right? So I mean, I don't tell my mom that I get the live bait. So, I bring the live bait home. We have the old fish tank that we had an Oscar that ate all like goldfish and whatnot.
Oh, that one that you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I clean the tank out real quick. I just pour everything outside because that's like nasty dying water. I pour that out. I grab the hose and I go bring it in the house and I just start filling it up.
Bring it in the house?
No, well, I bring the hose in the house to fill it.
Oh, shit.
And I fill it up and I turn on everything. I get the fish in the tank.
Uh-huh.
My mom has no clue. She comes home. And when she comes home, she's like, why is the fish tank on? And then she sees all the fish in there. And I'm just laughing.
Brad!
She's like, Brad, why are there fish in my fish tank? I was saving that for more fish to come in there. And I was just like, well,
What was the tournament? Was it...
It was a catfishing tournament. And,
How far away was it?
It was in South Carolina.
Or like...
South Carolina.
When you caught the fish, how many days away was the tournament?
2.
Okay, so it wasn't too far away.
Yeah.
And then did they all survive till the tournament?
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Huh, okay. Interesting. That's kind of funny. You just bring home, you got just in the fish tank. You just got.
Yeah.
Like, come home. There's more fish.
Yeah.
Interesting. Pretty cool.
Crazy.
Great stories, Brad. Well, thank you for joining us this episode.
Well,
Really appreciate it.
I guess you'll have to have me back again because I got a couple more.
You do.
That
We've
are
been-
really exciting.
Guess how long we've been going for?
29 episodes,
No, how long the episode's been running for? How many minutes?
like 30.
41.
Why can't we just go an hour, man? I listen
An
to
hour?
this every day on podcasts, man. I want to hear myself.
We tend to keep it between 30 and 45 minutes.
Mm.
So we'll have to have you come back. But
Probably.
do you have any final words you'd like to tell people?
Oh, yeah. If you don't mind.
Just tells a whole nother story.
If you don't mind, follow me on TikTok at Brad's Adventures 3. I'm a big time outdoorsman, fisherman, and
Okay.
if you enjoy that, I would really like to get to 1K so I can go live because Nathan was
Live on
telling me
TikTok.
how much I am outside, and I am, like he said earlier, I am cleaning a friend's pond, and I could go live on TikTok for y'all to watch me do that and get
always-
4 foot stuck in mud.
He is always wanting to go live
Yep.
on my account. Like
Oh,
every
oh,
time I live, he sees that I'm live.
I tell him, yeah.
Every
yeah,
time I
we
live,
should
you
tell him
see
about
him
that
on,
real
you
quick.
see that I'm on live. You run over to my house. Last time I was live, you ran over to my house and was just knocking on my door.
Oh wait, my mom's gonna listen. She's gonna get mad.
I mean, it's not a problem, but
Yeah, okay.
you knocked on the door and then you threw a ball at my window.
I didn't throw a ball at your window. That did not happen.
It was a broken little tennis ball, so it didn't do
Yeah,
anything.
it was Bentley's ball. He
was-
threw it to me.
It was flat, so it didn't. It's just like, what is going on? Like, does someone really?
and then he
I'm
comes
live right now.
downstairs and he's like, I know you know I'm live. But like,
I see it's you through the window, cause like, well,
I was
in the
watching the
room.
live the whole time. I didn't see you peek out the window.
no, I know. When I was coming down the stairs to look at it, I was like, oh, it's Brad. It's like, what does he want? And then you're literally watching my live at my front door. Like, hey, can I be on your live? Like, dude, calm down. So if you can get him to 1 live, or 1K, so he can go live, and
I
then
won't have to bother
he
him.
can kind of go on his own. Yes.
Hey, who wants another story real quick?
We'll have to say that for next time. But we always
snake stories.
we always finish it. Make sure you're talking into the mic.
I am. Hello. Hello.
We always finish out with one word or phrase. Okay.
I don't know.
That you want to do. Like you can say if you have a catchphrase. Like after every episode, I always say peace. After every episode, Wilson says keep it slow. So, a lot of people have said, like, ka-chow or something. Like, they say, like, random stuff. So
Keep it chillin'.